everybody, this is...
Blog Talk Radio.
Will I ever get this right? Oh my goodness. I hope my psychic work is better than my radio hosting. But anyway, welcome to Mediumship and Messages with Spirit Medium Laura. And this is Spirit Medium Laura. Hi. Hi, everybody. If you want to watch the show live, there should be a live video feed. At least I placed it there today on the following website, which is the website for this show, spiritualmediumtv.com. On that website, you will find 4 primary things. The first is to get a sale on a private session with me. That's item 1. The second thing is to be in a contest to join our mailing list, and you will be in the contest to win a private session with me, which is a monthly contest. So being it's monthly means you have a very good chance to win. And the next thing is that if you want to jump the gate, you donate $8 and you don't have to wait. So if you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate $8 and jump the gate. That's item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. And item 4 is to watch the video, live video feed of the show, and you can watch me making a mistake or rolling my eyes, which you can't hear, or I try to keep it amusing visually, but it's not always easy to do. Anyway, happy holidays to everybody. Today is the day before Christmas Eve, and of course Hanukkah's already been here, or we're in the middle of it, and New Year's is next week, and I will be working on Monday next week and Wednesday of next week, Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, because I like doing the show and I don't have any reason not to do the show. So I come in and I do the show, and today we're very busy. I didn't expect that. We have a lot of people waiting in the queue. I didn't expect that. I thought that it would be kind of quiet, but apparently everybody's thinking today about their lives, which is always a good thing. And I bet you a lot of people are going to ask about love, because at this time of year, we usually take inventory of our hearts and our relationships and what we have and what we don't have. But before I get into the readings, I want to just give you a couple of announcements. First of all, I will be doing mediumship at the top of the show, and then I move into life questions and other things, medical intuition, mentoring, what have you. I will be starting the readings about 15 minutes into the show, and that's after I do a brief story or two, or share some things with you, perhaps of benefit or not. And then I do a meditation, I do some channeling as a group message, and then we go right to the phone lines. So don't despair. Spirit is here. Oh, that's cute. That rhymes. Don't despair. Spirit is here, and we'll be working with all of you dears today. So what are my little stories for today, or announcements? Well, first of all, I have one person who's made a donation, and her name is Donna. I hope that she does come into the queue. I haven't seen her yet. Susie B., if you see a 561 area code, that would be probably Donna. So give that a priority. I don't see that yet. She might have decided not to call in today because a couple of reasons, but I won't go into them now. I got my robot vacuum cleaner, everybody. I indulged and spent a good amount of money to get myself one of those little suckers that roams around the floor vacuuming for me. I still haven't used it. It's sitting there ominously in the corner, blinking at me, winking at me, and I'll keep you updated on the progress of that, if it works or doesn't work. I did not get an iRobot. I got a Bobby, B-O-B-I. Man, I don't know really. They both had good reviews on Amazon, so I decided to try Bobby instead. So I had a very interesting mediumship connection yesterday. A woman I've done a lot of connections with her husband over time. She doesn't, not every moment, but every holiday or important time, she will call me and we'll have another session. And there was a lot of nice evidence that he brought in, some very important and very obscure things. One thing that was kind of funny, and I have, by the way, everything I'm saying is on the website for this show, spiritmediumtv.com, spiritmediumtv.com. So you'll see this there. One thing he showed me is her wrapping some gifts in little gold boxes, and she confirmed she was doing that. Then he told her something about how she's always asking him where she lost her keys or where she put this or that. She keeps asking him that. That was cute. But there were two things that were really outstanding and very bizarre, from a medium's perspective. The first thing is, here I am doing her session, and we're on Skype, and all of a sudden I see above her head, it wasn't there in reality, it was there, he was showing me that back and forth and back and forth, he's putting this little stuffed animal dog with a Santa outfit on above her head and rocking it back and forth. So of course I don't know what to make of it, but apparently she has in her house a stuffed little dog that's brown, exactly to that description, who is wearing a Santa outfit. So after her session, she went and she found the dog. She didn't remember it then, but then she found it later. But she did remember that she has some stuffed animals that wear Santa outfits. Kind of, how would I ever know that? So that was great evidence. And then during the show, I was on Skype, so I see in the lower left people's birthdays are mentioned, at least in the version of Skype I'm using, with this person's birthday, that person. I'm thinking, oh, that's nice, somebody's birthday. Paid no attention. When I got done with this session and I disconnected, right in front of me, it said the person I was connecting with, happy birthday, and her name. And I was like, oh, it was her birthday today. It didn't come out in the session. I was a little bit upset about that. So anyway, we talked afterwards, and she said, no, it's not her birthday, it's his birthday. And isn't that funny how he managed to get Laura, me, the medium, to see it was a birthday? So I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't get it during the session because there was so many other wonderful things coming through. But afterwards, he gave it to me by having me notice the word birthday twice. Another thing that I think is interesting, another subject, well, maybe it's even related to that in a way, but why do mediums and healers, good ones, charge so much? I quite often I have good internet placement. I get a lot of people calling me off the internet, and I love hearing from everybody. But some of them call me right away and say, "How much do you charge?" And I know immediately I'm not going to be able to explain to them that I don't charge like $10 an hour as maybe they're used to from somebody who's doing a different kind of session. But when you get a very good clairvoyant healer type of resource, these kind of mediums can save you months and months, or years and years of healing. Not that they would replace therapy, but perhaps they might get you to go to a therapist or give you so much insight during the session that it will prompt you to find the right healing and or get the healing, either with a medium or with a different kind of healer, a licensed medical professional. So I'm not saying it's to be replacing them, a licensed medical professional. So today I got a text from a client, and she said to me the first session that she had with me helped her so much, she's now started therapy. I thought that was great because everything I said to her during her time with me, she didn't really understand or recognize. But then later on, she thought about it, and she must have realized it made sense. But here are two stories that happened during mediumship on Monday that really crystallized this. One of them was a woman who comes out in her session. I don't know anything, but her father and then her husband come in during the mediumship session, and it's revealed that she has had a lot of abuse in her family, not just from her mother or her father, but so many different ways. Her husband, who is now deceased, he was good to her, kind to her. So in contrast to all of that abuse she had growing up, this husband, when he passed, he took away from her the soothing, loving nature that he'd provided her. So what happened was his passing precipitated all the other losses. It was like a catalyst for her grieving all of her abuse, all of her losses. And so that was all brought to a head during her session, and it was a very cataclysmic kind of session. I'm not saying she's going to go to therapy after that, but she is going to do some work on all these things. And there were a number of health issues that had come out and a whole bunch of things as a consequence for all the emotions. And then there was another woman who was right after her, and in comes a suicide, a friend of hers. And it was revealed during the session, again, I'm not knowing anything, the spirit says that he called her after this, after something happened that so upset him he was feeling suicidal. And he tried to get her on the phone to talk to her, and he couldn't reach her. And so she's carrying around a burden of guilt that he couldn't reach her. Okay, now she wasn't blaming herself or anything, or at least she didn't indicate that. But there was another loss that happened at the same time, and all of these losses were so so dramatic and so overwhelming to her that she had a huge health issue after that. I forgot what they call it, A-def or something, some kind of a bacterial infection that is extremely serious. It all came out because she asked me to do medical intuition on her, and there I could see it in her lymph nodes. It was all lit up and everything. So what we got out of that session, another healing I did, we had to go to a healing, but we didn't just do delivery of information. We did discovery of things that perhaps they'd not seen the connection to before. And then we did healing on that. So that's why a medium, because can you imagine being the medium doing that? By the time I was done with that, I was a little bit drained. I don't get drained because I know how to ground myself and everything, but it is very, very, very involving. It's like being an emotional surgeon, if you will. So again, it's very high level intuitive services in complement to, not replacement for, but complement to licensed professional help that is very challenging to do, requires a high level of skill, a high level of emotional balance and grounding and everything else. And we cannot do hundreds of readings a day, people like me. We have to do selective ones, and that's why we do charge a lot. You don't come to us every moment. So when you do make that investment and come to a medium of this sort, understand that it's not going to happen every day. You're not on a regular continuum with me. So the fee then is a little bit more than what you would expect. But yet on this radio show, you get a sale, 25% off time with me. So it's a good deal. It's a good bargain. Anyway, I just want to share those ideas with you. It kind of hit me today because every now and then, you know, I step away from the work and I look at it and I think to myself, did that just happen? Dang. Okay, so what we're going to do now is a little meditation, and then we're going to go to some channeling. So what I need everybody to do, sit back in your respective lounge chairs or beds or chairs or couches and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area. I would also like you to uncross your arms and legs so that you're in an open body position as you focus on your breath from your abdominal area. Those of you who are wanting other side connections, please call in your loved ones now. Invite them in. Those of you who are wanting your life questions answered, please ask Spirit that your questions be answered. And as you do that, I will go off and do the prayer. I'll be back in a second. Good. And so what I would like you all to do now on your next exhale of breath, I would like you to release into the space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay. And what I see today for the audience at large is a lot of happiness, a lot of excitement. Maybe people are feeling happy at the holidays. I hope you are, because what I see is happiness. And if you're not, get happy. Okay, so I'm going to do a little channeling. I'm going to call in the ones. One moment, please. We are here. We are the ones indeed. Thank you so much for calling us in today. We are here to speak to all of you about your lives and about evolution, spirit and angels, moving up the ladder of evolution, if you will. Yes, we are from a higher dimensional plane, one where there is no resistance. In other words, we are in acceptance of what is, and there is no separation between what we want and what we have. This is a higher vibrational scale or frequency. You on Earth have opportunity to move to this frequency by using the basic principle or law of non-resistance. Non-resistance means that something wrong in your life is not resisted by you. You accept it and you love it as it is a teacher to you, as it is also a door opener to what you truly love and truly want to do. That which you are in resistance to is a key to what you truly want. The more that you learn how to let go and let God or higher frequencies help you, the more you can open to your divine destiny, to your heart's desire, to what you truly want. So we will ask you now to take a moment to close your eyes and to think of something that you truly, truly want. One moment we will give you. Good. That is the thing that you are in resistance to. Yes, you might not have thought about it that way, but we would like to suggest to you today that that which you are wanting, you do not realize you are, and therefore you will never have, for you can only have that which you are. What we mean is you attract what you are, not what you want. And so we suggest to you then to start being what you want at this moment in time. There is no future to do this in, nor any past to do this in. It is only in the now. So if it is love that you want, you must be love now. You must have love now. You must engage in love now. You must exercise your love frequency at this moment in time. Suggestion is every day, do something that you love. Treat yourself as if you are the most important relationship you have, with respect, with decorum, with honor. Treat yourself thusly. When you're unhappy, listen to yourself. When you feel desire, give yourself. Think every moment of every day what it is that you want and give it to yourself now. And do not wait for a future delivery date, for there is no future. There is only the now. Namaste. Well, that was interesting. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to go to the phone lines. I'm going to go to Melissa, who's waiting for an other side connection. Hi, Melissa. How are you?
Hi, Laura. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. Are you waiting to speak with your mother in spirit, love?
Yes.
Okay, because it's like I see the word mother over your name, and I felt her before. It's like she's so strong, but I don't see her just yet. I just knew when I came to you, mother, mother, mother. Okay, let's go to mom. See what's going on with your loving mother. A very, very kind person, very sweet person. I see a woman who's a little bit rounder or pudgy. Okay, not a gym rat, if you will. And I think that she likes to bake and cook because she's showing me some of that. Does that make sense for mom, please?
Yeah, whenever she was younger, that was how she looked and what she did.
Okay. She also likes to cook. There's something about a pie or a cake that she's holding right now. She's got her apron. She also has dark hair as its original color. She has it today, shorter style, not terribly short, medium short to a medium long short haircut. So it ends right around the ears or under the ears. It's coiffed nicely and styled. Obviously she's showing me an earlier time in her life, not towards the very end of her life, because the hair is still, unless she dyed it, the hair is still looking dark. Did mom have dark hair, please? Because it's very clear to me.
Yes, dark hair. It was longer, but like I said, at that point in her life, she wore it up a lot.
Is that what it is? Okay, because I don't see it hanging down. Okay, she has a little she's parting it today on her right side of her head. That's her right side, and it kind of looks like it goes into a page boy, I guess, the way I look at it. And there's a beautiful flower. She has a flower in her hair today. Maybe she's a little dressed up for the holidays. I'm not quite sure. She's got rounder cheeks, straight nose, kind of sculpted at the edge. I don't see a real bulbous, kind of fleshy nose, if you will. Slender lips or slimmer lips. Beautiful smile, happy, rosy cheeks. Very loving, kind person. There seems to be a son under her, not just you. There seems to be a male under her. Do you have a brother or a grandson? I mean, do you have a son? Because I see a son under her.
Not under. She doesn't, but I do. I have 2 boys.
Yeah, that's what I said. Do you have a brother or a son under you? So that's her grandson. In other words, yeah, she just shows me male under her, so I don't know what generation it is unless they give me the detail. I'm moving fast here, so it's kind of like broad strokes of things. Yeah. Okay, so something about you cooking and taking care of the home this holiday is a little difficult for you. She wants you to get more organized. I feel from the way she's saying this as if you're like in this huge windstorm of things going on right now. Unexpected activities that are kind of, well, they're difficult, I would say. I mean, I don't want to put a judgment on it, but like a lot of activity around you right now. I don't have detail yet. I'm going to give you detail in a moment because I didn't finish with her. Hold on, Mom. Come on, Mommy. Come forward, please. Okay, she's got a spoon also in her hand. It's a wooden spoon like she liked to make some kind of sauce or stew. Let's see, what do you... Okay, she reminds me of somebody who is Catholic, okay, or Christian. Is that correct, please?
Christian, not Catholic.
Okay, Christian, because I get the feeling of Christmas. Okay, I see a little bit of that in the background, and I see, looks like there's a sauce she's got on the stove there. Loving person, sweet person, kind person. I see the male there. Again, that sense of male energy. There's also something else next to her that's a male. So that would suggest that you have a father or she has a brother in spirit. Somebody lateral to her also is in the spirit world. I'm not giving you a lot of information, but she either has a brother or brother-in-law, or your father is.
Yeah, she has brother.
She has a brother there.
She has a brother, and my dad, but I have a feeling that's her brother. That's who I was calling in with her.
Okay, because I knew it was somebody you were calling in with her because she was trying to show me very clearly that he's there with her. Actually, she's in right now a kitchen in the spirit world. She's cooking and making a holiday for herself and her brother. It's a family event kind of a thing. So he's kind of huskier build also, kind of bigger guy, but a little huskier build. I see him there, also dark hair. He's got his, he looks... Why are they showing me all these people? I don't know why. I didn't fully develop her, but they're giving me him already, where his nose kind of goes, it's kind of like, what do they call those things? Ski. The bridge is small. It's not a banana nose. Instead, it's a smaller bridge, and it kind of comes up a little bit at the tip, and it's fleshy, this kind of a face. A little wider nose. He gives me the feeling that he's strong, robust body, if you will. Does that sound... Yes? Okay. He might have. He also gives me a feeling that he might have been good. Either he liked wrestling and/or boxing, or that he did some of that. I don't know if you know anything about that, but he has a build for it, and he's got that feel to him. Do you know anything about that?
He was a bull rider.
What is that? Oh, we rode a bull. Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, like rodeos and stuff.
Yeah, strong, very strong. Oh, outdoorsy kind of guy. There's most important thing is the pie. They're all talking about mom's apple pie or mom's home cooking, and the pie is here waiting for you. They're trying to give you a pie. Okay, and the pie is to help you because this holiday is a rough one for you. You must be trying to hold something together for everyone. There's a struggle right now in your home, and it feels like you need some help. It does feel like you'll have celebration, but it feels like you're using a lot of discipline and really trying to hold things together. So there must be something going on in your life right now that they're trying to give you moral support about, love. Does that make sense to you, sweetheart?
It does. This is my first Christmas without my mom.
Oh.
So that's the struggle.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Oh boy, sorry for your loss. Take care of the kids for me, her grandchildren. Take care of yourself for me. She says, I'm okay. I'm here. Something about the birds, being with the birds and the trees, and the whippoorwills and the willows in the trees, and it's very peaceful where I am, and I love heaven. It's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. She says, I'm at peace, but I'm not resting because we have a lot to do in spirit world. I don't sit around and stare like some of people on earth think. No, I don't do that. I'm very busy. I'm very active here with my brother and other family members. We go out a lot. We go to church. We do things we like to do as we did on earth. And also there's something again about, I don't know what this means, love, but there's kind of like a rooster or a chicken that's around her. So maybe she had them on earth, or she's near a farm when she's on earth, but she,
but she liked fried chicken.
She liked fried chicken.
Chicken as we got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let the record strike that wherever she is in spirit, there's a chicken, there's roosters, there's a farm-like setting. It's very, what's the word for it? Rural or more countrified. Maybe she liked the country, but I see her in that kind of a setting. I'm just letting you know where I see her now. Not to give you any more evidence about what she is on Earth. We've given you a lot of evidence on Earth. I also feel she might have had a blood sugar diabetic kind of issues. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. I also get something about being dizzy a lot, not feeling well. I also get heart palpitations or heart issues. I get nausea. I get slowing down as she gets older. She must have had some kind of nursing care around it because she shows me a nurse. I do see her sort of bedridden for a while, not feeling well at all, suffering. Somebody's putting a cloth on her head like a washcloth to just kind of like, I don't know, soothe her a little bit. I see the hair now is white and gray. She's showing me a little bit more about the latter part of her years on Earth. And she's telling me, it looks like she suffered some, honey. It doesn't look like it was very easy, at least during an illness that she had. Can you relate to that, please?
Yeah, she was sick for about a week before she collapsed and passed away.
Well, she's feeling well now. She's feeling pretty good. So she just wants to come in and say hello to you and give you a big hug and kiss, Melissa. Thank you so much for calling in today, honey, and may you have a beautiful holiday. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to do one other side connection, and then we'll go into other messages. So we're going to go to Fabian, who's wanting another side connect. Oops, I hit the wrong key. Evelyn, honey, I'm going to have to put you back in for a moment, love. Because the switchboard moved up, and then I'll come to Evelyn because I have to. Okay, so Fabian, hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi,
sweetie. So I do feel a female to you also. Okay, I don't know. It's more of an older generation, so it could be a mother figure, it could be somebody else, like a grandma or something like that, or could even
grandmother.
Your grandma. Okay, good.
My grandmother.
Okay. Now I see a woman. She looks darker complected. She looks like she has white hair. It also looks like she might have had some challenges with standing straight as she gets older. A little bit pushed forward in her posture. It was more though than the average grandma or older woman. She must have had some pain from that. I don't want to interpret what I'm getting, but it looks a little bit more accentuated, like the shoulders are forward and the head is forward, and she's got this kind of posture issue going on with her. She looks mostly slender, except there's a lot of compression in the torso, so she's a little bit wider in the torso, but not overweight by any means. Slender legs, slender arms, good smile, big smile, happy face, missing some teeth today, the way she shows. Was she missing any teeth you know of, please?
Yes, she has denture, and I think one of it lost or something. Yes.
Okay. Well, she took them off to show me. Okay, because she knows that that's one of the ways we identify people. Visuals is what she's giving me. Tendrils. She shows me some tendrils around her face that are like as if she's wearing her hair back or something. I don't see a short coiffed hair. I see hair that looks like she's pulled it off her face, and there's something around the face that's hanging towards the face. The hair is on the gray side, mostly gray to white, with some darkness in it. Okay. Oh, you understand all that. Okay, great. Okay, she shows me now the mouth. She shows me the face more detailed, and she took her dentures out, so now her mouth kind of sinks in a little bit. The nose is interesting. The nose is like round on the tip, and even the way it goes in smoothly goes into the nostrils. There's not a lot of sculpting on the tip. It's sort of roundish, even into the nostrils. But it's not a big nose. It's a small one. It's like a little button nose, kind of cute. You remember Graham's?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember that. Good. Something about the eyes. The eyes are wide set. She's got nice half moon eyebrows above the eyes. She's got a very nice kind of look to her. It's because of the eyes. They're kind of a bit more wide set.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to ask you if you could possibly get away from the noise and the distractions, Fabian. Fabian?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you have to get away from that noise and that distraction because it's very distracting to everyone, including me and everybody listening. Yeah. Thank you, honey. Appreciate that. Yes. I can't concentrate, and everybody hears that. It's very loud. Whatever it is, this guy sounds like a little boy that's running around. Okay, sounds like his son. Yeah, oh, he's a sweetie. Okay, Grandma's laughing too. She's, yeah, he's a tumbler. He's a handful. Okay. Okay. So she's a very wonderful, beautiful woman. Okay, very nice features, very attractive woman, very sweet woman. There's also something she flashed in front of me. She must have been spiritual or religious because I think she uses this as a symbol, but she literally put herself in a habit like a nun would wear. So it must have been something very religious and spiritual about her, or at least maybe had a temperament that was quite calm and nice, and certainly shows in her face. Her eyes are so peaceful. And I think that was part of her personality, being peaceful. Would you agree, Fabian?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, good news. She says you're like her in that peacefulness and your in your easygoing nature. You're very kind and loving. Yeah, you're a very kind and loving person, much like her. You don't let people get to you. You don't let people get to you. You hold your distance. You detach, but you love in an unconditional way. You're very good at that. She says you're also a good cook, a great cook actually. And she says she loves what you've done with your home, or you've done something around the house recently that she's very proud of. You're finally able to get away from something and move to something new, or make something new in the home. It looks like first she says what you've done in your home, and then she makes it seem like you've actually moved or you've done something new in the home.
Did.
You did, okay.
I did move from New York to Florida.
Okay. Well, she's happy for you with all of these things, okay? And she gives you a big hug, big kiss, lots of love. Oh, big sloppy wet kiss. Okay. Thank you, honey. I will let you go. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye. Yeah. Okay. That was loving Grandma to Fabian. Beautiful name, by the way. And now I'm supposed to go to Evelyn. Sorry, Evelyn, about that, love.
Oh, hello.
Hi, sweetheart. Did you even hear me before? Did you hear what happened? I opened your line when I had to go to Fabian, so I apologize for that.
No, yes. And then you told me you apologize. I was like, no need to. You do what you have to do.
Okay, sweetie. All righty. So you have a life question, as I know. So what I would like you to do, yes, I would like you to just give me a question, and a nice packaged question. No background. I don't want any background because I don't want to be led or I don't want to be influenced. And it'll give you the best, clearest answer from Spirit. So go ahead. Give me your question, love.
I would like to know if in this coming 2016, I will find a compatible mate and being in a stable relationship that will lead to marriage.
Okay. And you said, did you say 2016? Something about 8. There was an 8 in there. I don't know what the 8 was, or maybe I made it up.
No, 26. Hopefully, well, this coming year.
The year. What's the word year? Okay, good. Evelyn, this year coming up, yes or no? There's a lot of baggage from the past. A lot of stuff that holds you back. I know you've worked a lot on yourself. I know you're trying to make this happen. And so if I have to make a prediction, because I feel you've been successful in releasing, shall we call it baggage or toxins from the past. And I see that in the first 6 months, it's still going to be release work. And then finally, it looks like mid-year, from like June forward, there's somebody coming in. But what this means is there's still more release of toxicity that has to happen. Okay?
Okay.
So I want you to work on release work, on healing the heart, on not taking this. One of the things most important in your case is it looks like you've taken responsibility for the ending of that relationship, and like you're blaming yourself. And you need to stop doing that because it had nothing to do with you. That's what Spirit is saying. And there seems to be some kind of guilt surrounding this for you. Okay, so that's where the release work has to happen. It's not your fault, and you are capable.
Got it.
Yeah, you are very, very capable, and that's what they mean by that. Is like, sometimes we can start to doubt ourselves. We get beaten up by the past relationship, and then sometimes we think, well, if I was this way, if I hadn't done this, if I hadn't done that, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, they're saying you're very capable. There's no reason why you can't have one, but you do need a little more healing first before that person will come in. And the second part of it is that there has to be a little bit of synchronicity, and that opportunity for synchronicity, the coincidence where you meet, doesn't happen until June, July timeframe. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. And so I'm going to move to, is Donna there? Donna is not there. She must have decided to come in a different time. Yeah, I didn't mean to discourage you, Donna, if you're listening today, that you could call in, honey. I'll take you on another day as well, love. Okay, there's another Donna who is waiting very, very patiently, and she has a life question. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
Hi, honey. Go ahead, honey. Give me your question. No background.
The question is pretty much the same as the other woman that called. I'd like to be in a long-term committed relationship, marriage, and I wondered what you were seeing as far as a relationship coming into it.
Sure. Didn't I tell everybody we're going to have love questions today? Because it's the time of year, around the holidays. All right, let's see. We got Donna. She's at 805 area code. I use that for vibrational match. 1 second. Wow, feels like it's been a long time for you. And you had a lot of, and you had a lot of responsibilities, like as if you have a child or something, and that you had to wait, kind of giving the child priority. You've done a really good job with that. Spirit loves you for that, being selfless in that respect. It's like they're saying it's going to be a little difficult to get started on your project of meeting somebody, but you will be successful eventually. They say, they kind of show me horses, and it's like getting on a horse and horseback riding. It's going to take a little bit to get back on the horse and ride, a little bit, getting used to that again. But you will eventually find somebody to your liking. You will have to go through a numerous amount of candidates to refine the list of what you want, and I'm going to find out why they say that in a moment. You think you know what you want, but there will be some, and you do mostly. Okay, don't think that they're saying you don't, but there will be refinement, and so they want you to understand that the first part of the next year will be used by you to understand what you want more. So don't get discouraged as you go through a few different people, because that's got a purpose behind it of discovering and identifying the true one. And I see the true one is beyond those failed starts, if you will. I don't want to call them failures, because they're all successful in that they help you polish and understand what you want. And then when you understand what you want, he comes in. He looks, I don't know, like a breath of fresh air. He looks new. He looks young. It's an energy he has. But I do feel he's probably youthful in some way. You're going to find him stimulating, fun. And again, I get this feeling of him being an outdoors type. I get a feeling that you are an outdoors type. Where do you live? Where's 805?
Santa Barbara, California.
Okay. Santa Barbara, California.
I love yeah.
Okay.
Right near the beach.
You're near the beach? Okay. Well, he's like a breath of fresh air, this guy, literally and figuratively. He feels younger than you or youthful. So if he's right around your age or something, you're going to meet him coincidentally. There's not going to be any kind of work needed to meet him, but you will be doing more, shall we call, contrived dating towards the beginning of the year. You might use a dating service, like internet dating service or something like that, or a Tinder or whatever people are using these days, or just through friends, or maybe trying to go out and meet people. But that's all going to be good, because even though you're not meeting the right person, it helps refine who you want, and he just pops in. So you don't have to worry about that. But you do have to do the dating. That's your homework. Okay?
Okay.
You have to, because it's going to get you back on the horse riding again, getting used to it, and also refining what you want. Okay?
Right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Donna.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks. You too, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, I'm going to the next person who's waiting very, very long, but I am going to check again for Donna. I feel badly. I hope I didn't discourage her from calling in today. Okay. We've got somebody here who's been waiting a very long time. And even though she's not giving me a live question, her name is Patty. She wants an other side connection. Patty?
Yeah. Hi, Laura.
Hi, love. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to who you want from Spirit World. This is Patty. Okay. Okay. Now, there's something interesting going on right now. I don't usually get clear gustance. Wait a minute. Not clear alliance, which means smelling spirit. But I smell something right now. I smell smoke, like as if somebody was a smoker. So I don't know, whoever it is, maybe is coming in smoking cigarettes or what have you, but I just want to honor that. I'm going to see now who. There's a couple of people I see around. You want to see who comes in most clearly. It's for Patty 505. Okay. There's a mother figure and a father figure. I don't feel anyone else more lateral to you nor younger than you. Wait a minute. When I go to the mother figure, I go down there. Okay, wait a second. Are you missing a spouse, honey, also? Because they pull me in an energy direction that would be lateral to you. Like we're a friend, a cousin, a spouse, someone like that would reside. Even a boyfriend or just a friend, or it could be a girlfriend. Is that who you're wanting?
You mean like around my age, you mean?
Yeah, lateral to you. Or cousin or something like that.
A friend. A friend.
Who are you? Okay, let me say this, because there's a few directions I can go in. Where do you want me to go? Do you want me to pull in someone in particular? I'm going to give you that opportunity today.
Yes, I want someone younger, actually, if that person is around.
Okay, because that's the direction they were pulling me down your arm, which is towards, I thought it meant lateral to you, but they're trying to pull me to a child then, or a younger person. Okay. Okay, have you lost a son, my dear?
A daughter.
Daughter, okay, hold on. Let's see if I can pull that soul in. Well, first I want to say that your grandparents are with her, okay? Because that's where the connection happened. I was looking around your aura, and they were pulling me down to look down in that area, and I stopped at your shoulder, which would mean spouse or someone like that, or something lateral to you. So, okay, so that's your grandparents are with this lovely child. For some reason or other, even though you have an accent that reminds me of something like, I see light hair for this girl. I don't see dark hair. Your accent reminds me of somebody have dark hair, but I see more light hair on this girl. Does she have light hair, please?
Right, blonde hair.
Yeah, okay, perfect. I also see that she's got it right. Now she shows me herself very, very clearly. And she could show, even though she might not have died at this time, she's showing me herself as a younger age, a child still. And more in a toddler stage, if you will. This is the vision she's giving me right now. So I don't know what age she was when she died, but I'm just letting you know I see this image. It looks like the hair was cut around mid-length, and it's more of a blunt cut. It looks like you combed it off the left side of her head and put it into a little barrette on the side in this image she's giving me. She's got you know the look. Okay. She's showing me herself very, very carefully. And even though she might have had like a lightish brown to blondish hair, it's not a real light blonde. Okay. She's got, her skin's got a little bit of color to it, almost like a little bit of an olive kind of undertone to the skin. Do you understand that, please?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, a little bit of brownish, even though she's got this soft brownish, light blondish hair. It's very sweet. She's got a more pointed chin and a little wider forehead, so we would call that a heart-shaped face. It's a little bit on the longer side. Do you understand that, please?
Perfect, yes.
Yeah. Okay, there she is, wearing a dress and saying, "Hi, Mommy." And she's saying, "I'm okay. I love you very, very much." There is a name that pops in. It's probably not her name, although I don't know, but there's like a Rosa or a Rose name that pops in. She says she's very careful in what she's very careful. What do you mean, darling? I'm talking to her. Very careful in what I do now with my health, Mommy. I don't now. There must have been something to do with caring for her health because she's very careful what I do with my health, Mommy. I don't let anybody near me. I sneeze too much and get colds. Now that might have been what was going on Earth. Did she have an immune problem, or did she get sick easily, love, when she was on Earth, Patty?
Not really, but she just ate junk food and stuff like that. But no.
Okay, I don't know.
I always said, hey, eat better, exercise. But yeah.
Oh, okay. So you were so she's telling me something about being fearful for her health. Okay? So I don't know if she ever was fearful of her health or if she took some risks, and I have no other way of interpreting that. Hold on, let me just see if I can pull her in better, because I see her in a toddler stage right now. And what you just said suggests to me she died when she was a teenager or older than that. Hold on.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, well, you suggested to me, so everybody listening, I didn't get that from Spirit. Okay, hold on for a sec. That's probably why I saw her near your shoulder. So she looks like a young lady, okay? So she shows as a child when I looked at her down your arm, but then near your shoulder she shows to me as a young lady. Or, older, maybe 15, 16. I don't really have the cap on the age right now, but I do see her there. Please fill it in. There's something wrong with her legs. Okay, did she have a problem with her legs, honey?
No, once she broke one skin, but that was fine after.
Okay. Well, maybe that's what she's not coming in that clearly, okay? But I saw something on the leg that looked like it must have been the break in her legs, okay? And that could have been evidence if I was able to pick it up clearly. I'm going to step away from her for a moment and give her a chance to give us a clearer connection. And we'll do the best we can. If we can't do better than that, we're going to leave it alone. Hold on. You want to come in better, please? There's also another name like a Christina. It doesn't have to be her name. And there's another name like what? What was that, honey?
The name before was her aunt, my sister.
Rosa, you mean?
They were very close.
Rosa was the sister? Your sister?
Yeah, that's my sister. Right?
Okay. There's a Christine or a Christina, and there's also a M-E-R name, like Miriam or Mermaid or I don't know how to interpret that. It could even be a Mary. These are other names that pop around the situation. Just leave those names on the side. And we got Rosa, which was your sister's name, which she was very close with. Now, hold on. I just wanted her to please develop yourself, darling. Okay. So the first thing I get is a problem in the lungs. Okay, choking and inability to breathe. Do you understand that, please, for your daughter?
Yes.
Okay. She's unconscious, she says, for a while. She's not aware of what's going on. Do you understand that, please? For her passing, please.
Yeah.
Okay. And finally, they got her out of the place she was in. She was able to regain consciousness. She says, however, and I also see smoke. Okay, smoke. Oh, smoke. Was she in a fire? Was she in a fire, honey?
No.
Okay, well, I see smoke, okay? Smoke around her. I don't know what she was in or how she passed, but there's kind of smoke around her. I see her coughing, and I see her being helped. She's regaining consciousness. She's helped out of something, out of a place. And that doesn't make sense to you then. Like there's a first responder. Yeah. That does make sense to you, okay? There's an ambulance. There's first responders helping her. She's coughing. She's not able to get air in her lungs. And I think that there's a fatality that occurs after that. Whatever it is, she's not able to come through it well. I don't know why you say there's no smoke involved, but I feel her lungs are burning inside as well. How did she pass, honey, so we can try to put the dots together here?
She went to a party and the kids took too many drugs.
Oh, she OD'd. Okay. I wonder why they have giving me smoke. Oh, maybe they were smoking pot or something, or smoking something. There might have been some smoking involved in the ODing. Maybe they started with pot and went to something else. But there's smoke coming out of this place. She's coughing. She doesn't regain consciousness. Well, she does regain consciousness, but it's too late really to help her. So those are the things she's showing me, not able to breathe. And the first and most important thing, you might not know every detail, but I maybe am adding in things that you weren't aware of. But my first impression when I get to you on the phone is smoke. I see her. I tell you a few things about her. Breathing, coming out of a building of some sort, probably a house, and she showed me smoke and coughing and upset and whatever, losing consciousness. So I don't know if she's using the smoke as a metaphor or if literally, but I want you to just hear it, and maybe it'll make sense to you. I don't really know, but I just want you to hear that. So we're going to go into more personal with her talking to you, Patty. Okay. And by the way, honey, I'm so sorry for your loss, because losing a daughter to something like this must be a terrible, terrible loss. All right, let's go on with this. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. I let myself go. I shouldn't have done it. I know I was wrong. There seems to be a sense of her doing something that you told her not to do, like she wasn't supposed to go there at all. Does that make sense to you, Patty?
Yes.
Yeah, she betrayed you, and she went behind your back. She says, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't understand how bad it would be. I'm going to ask her something directly, because we have a vocal communication with her now. Dear one, dear sweet, lovely daughter, what is the smoke I see? Why do you keep showing me that? There was a calamity at the house. She says, it's like as if somebody called for help. Maybe somebody did call 911 for help. Do you know that, Patty? Like as if first responders came in.
They did.
Okay.
They did. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know the smoke too.
All right, well, leave the smoke out. Maybe she just means to show me that it was like as if there was a fire in the house because it was so bad what happened. But I just want to say that she said it's because it was somebody did dial 911. It was a calamity as it was discovered. Oh, okay. Not everyone is ODing at this party. That's why. So some of them were not as OD'd. Some of them did not OD, and they're the ones that were able to call 911. Okay. Do you understand that, honey? Patty?
Yes.
Okay. So
yes,
that's
how it was, right?
Okay, yeah, she's showing me that. I have to pull a lot out of her for some reason. I don't know why. The connection's not the clearest I've ever had, as you know. But anyway, let's see what else she wants to say. Mommy, I'm sorry that I left you like this. I'm sorry that I did what I wanted to do and didn't listen to you. She says to everybody out there, please listen to your mother. If you're young enough to hear this, don't ever betray the family. The family is usually right, and mothers should always be loved and listened to. I love you, Mom, with all my heart. I give you big hugs and kisses. Please take care of the dog for me. I left him behind. Oh my goodness, I'm sad. Okay, all right, sweetheart. She's okay. She's with relatives, family, and friends. She's not out in the cold or anything. She wants you to be happy. She knows it's hard for you, dear Mom, to understand, how to move on. But she says you're a very strong person and that you know what to do. And she sends you tremendous love and healing. Okay, Patty?
Yeah. Can I ask a quick question? I mean, it will sound a little silly, but can you ask her what type of blood did she have? I know it's super weird question, but
I'm practically crying here. I am crying, okay? And I'm a little bit overwrought by this, but I don't know if I can tell you that or not, love, okay? Because it's very emotional for me. But I don't even know what blood types are, but I hear something about HMO, and I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Positive or negative?
Was it positive or negative, please, love? Positive. She says it was positive.
Okay, perfect.
It's
Yeah,
perfect. Oh, okay, wonderful. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know anything about that. All right, sweetie, I'm going to let you go. Her blood is positive, and I love you very much, Patty. Thank you so much for calling, and God bless.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you. You're amazing.
Thank you, honey.
Have a good holiday.
Yeah, thank you,
Bye.
honey. Thanks. Bye-bye. Now, what you just witnessed, everybody, is one of the reasons why mediums don't like requests. I wanted to do that with Patty because nobody was stepping forward. I had a funny feeling that this was needed to do, so I followed my feelings. But one of the reasons as mediums we don't like to bring in who you want, we want to, but sometimes the soul that you want is not the strongest to communicate. Okay? And sometimes an elder member of the family, like in Patty's case, probably would have been a grandma that I thought was trying to pull me down. I would have, if I had more time, I would have probably developed that. But usually the souls that are requested, sometimes they're not that clear and we can't get them that well. But we did our best, and I think we made a very good connection. Okay, I'm going to go to another person who's been waiting very long for a question. Hold on. We've got Jen. I think Jen has been waiting the longest. Let me just double check. We got Missy and we've got Jen. Okay, Jen, you win. You're the longest waiting. Okay, Jen, just give me your question, love.
I'm thinking of a man. When do you feel that he'll be ready to make the transition from friendship to a romantic relationship?
Okay, would you give me his initials, honey?
CW.
All right. I wonder if he wants to even do that. Let's go to CW's vibration. This is for Jen. Yeah, he wants to. Okay, so that is confirmed. Okay, it feels like there's something he has to take care of first, like another commitment. He will take care of that. What's the timeline on this, please, CW? A few months. It could be anywhere from a few weeks to a few months, but not longer than a few months. So few taken literally means 4. So we would say April. That's of today. It's a vibration of the now. Things could change due to free will. However, as of today, it's like 4 months. A few weeks to 4 months, more likely the outer end of that timeline. Okay, honey, does that make sense to you, sweetheart?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, love. God bless. Okay, I'm going to go to Missy, who's been waiting a very long time. And maybe we'll even have Mike, we'll be able to get to Mike. Go ahead, Missy, give me your question. Oh, you want an other side connection. Okay, hi, Missy. Missy, are you there? Hi, love. Okay. 219, I'm going to see who's there from spirit for you. Mother, okay, get a mother figure for you. She seems to be a little bit more corpulent, carrying some extra weight around. She's, yeah, how do I put this? She's got brown hair as original color. She is full-figured. Okay, she's likes to put her hair in rollers as she sets it sometimes, as she has it set. She's something about her shoulders and that whole area. It's almost like her whole back is like just one huge thing of like a wall of flesh. When I look at her shoulders, I don't see any kind of bones in that area for some reason. And I also feel that she's more like a sister to you, if not a mother. Do you understand this person from the broad stroke of it, please?
Yes.
Okay, and she's more like a more lateral to you. And I also hear more like a family friend, not necessarily a mother, but she's like a mother figure to you or like an older sister type. We'll put it to you that way. She's very friendly, very sweet. There's something about her, I don't know how to describe this either. While she's a female, there's also something very masculine about her, but not that she's gay or anything. No, certainly not that. She's certainly a female, but just something a little bit more, I don't know what the word is. Maybe never married. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something strong about her and her persona and her personality and also the way she comes across. She's not a dainty thing. Let's put it to you that way. I guess that's the best way to put it. Does it make sense to you if I say she's not a dainty?
90 seconds.
Not a dainty thing. Does that make sense to you, please, Missy?
Yeah.
Okay. So she likes to cook. She's very good at it. Very good in the kitchen. I'm going fast on it for a reason because we're near the end of the show. She loves you very much. She's very glad that you asked her to come in today. There's something about a male under you or under her. Maybe she had her own son, but I don't know what the significant. Something very significant about this male, like your son or her son.
Seconds.
Somebody, either that person's in spirit or they're on earth. But I feel that that's the person that you're wanting to speak with. Somebody else that's male and it feels younger. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Your son is in spirit. So I'm sorry I had to bring her in because I don't have really much time to develop him. But he is there with her. She sort of sponsored him in today, brought him in. Actually, she grabbed him by his shirt collar and dragged him in. And there's a reason for her saying that, almost like he's maybe a little reticent to come in. And like I mentioned to you before, she's she's a dominant personality, if you will. Let me just see if I could give you a quick look at him because he's who you really want. Can we bring you in, please, son? Okay.
10 seconds.
I will stay on the phone with you a little longer, Missy, even though the show, the Blog Talk recording is ending. It will continue to broadcast. Blog Talk Radio will, as well as the YouTube video that's running. So, and it's all being recorded. So the YouTube video will be recorded. So that's where you, Missy, will be able to hear this. All right. So let me see if I can pull in your son. You want to come in, love? So I don't see a real old, I don't see a grown man. I see more of a boy. Did your son pass when he was younger, honey?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, he only took one breath.
Oh, okay. So there it is. Okay, good. So there he is. He's not that old, but he has gotten older in spirit. Okay, I want you to know that he presents as a young boy now. About 6 years old. So that could mean it might have been 6 years ago. When did he pass, love?
Well, he'll be 21.
Okay. Well, then, for whatever reason, he shows me young. He shows me 6. Okay. So for whatever either that means that he's aging slowly in spirit, or it could mean that he just wanted to show me he was young when he died. I don't know. So there he is. Is he the one that you're wanting to speak with? Because when a baby dies, when they're only taking one breath, not much history to report there. Is that who you're wanting me to bring in, love?
Yeah.
You wanted him to know about him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. There is something he is saying. There is a karmic relationship to us in the past. He says that was a soul growth that you had to go through and carrying me to term and then having to let me go like that. There's a sense of you having a feeling of guilt or that you did something wrong during the pregnancy. He says there's nothing that you did wrong. He shows me that around his neck there's an umbilical cord. There's something choking him or strangling him. Does that make sense to you, please?
They said that his intestines.
I can't hear you, honey. You'll have to say that again.
I'm sorry. They said his intestines didn't. Oh man, sorry. They pushed up to where his lungs didn't develop right.
Oh, the intestines.
Something like that.
The intestines pushed up to the lungs. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting because
his lungs didn't develop right.
Okay, because what he showed me, and I shouldn't interpret. I assumed it was the umbilical cord, but what I saw, the vision he gave me, is something twisting around his neck, like as if it was. It could have been intestines, but it was some kind of cord of some sort. So I guess that was his way of showing me the intestines going into the lungs. He couldn't breathe, but he asphyxiated. Basically, is the meaning of this. He says, "I took one breath and then I was gone, but it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing that you did, twisting or turning, that would have made this happen. Nor did you neglect your health in any significant way. I know you weren't perfect during that time, and I know that there is something that happened that you may think caused this problem." And as he says that, he also gives me the feeling of there being an accident or some kind of movement in the belly area of you that was severe during the pregnancy that you might have thought was the thing that caused this. Do you understand, please? Yeah. And he says, it's not your fault, Mom, and all these years you've been carrying around that sense. So he wants you to know it's not your fault. This was a karmic agreement or a soul contract between the two of you that you would learn about health in a new way and a better way, and that you would take better care of yourself from this point forward. It feels to me that self-care is involved from what he just said, because I got 2 ideas here of what happened when you had that intrusion to your belly area, shall we say. Was either somebody hit you or knocked you, or that you were in an accident. But what he just added on to this has something to do with you taking better care of yourself. Does that make sense to you, please, Missy? All right. So
Yeah.
all right, love. So the end of this all is that you gain something from this, and it's knowledge about yourself and taking measures to protect yourself from deleterious or negative circumstances. And he says it was our agreement that I would leave Earth this way, and that you would learn that lesson. He says, I am an advanced soul. I'm not a bad or I'm not a simple little baby soul. I'm an advanced soul, and this was our contract. In a way, we are soulmates also. Although we all have many soulmates. He says, I was a soulmate to you to make the sacrifice this past lifetime for the sake of your growth. I love you, Mom. Thank you for taking care of me as well as you did during your pregnancy. Oh. All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Missy, for calling in today. God bless. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. Now, Mike waited a long time, so I am going to take you, Mike. Hello, Mike. Mike?
Hi. Thank you so much for fitting me in.
Yeah, you're a doll. Go ahead, honey. Just give me your question, and we'll see what Spirit can say to you.
Yes. I have a kind of a friend that I recently met when we first moved into this new area, and
just
kind of want to see is there a long-term relationship potential with Lisa?
Okay. All right. Mike, Lisa, yes or no? Yes, it will work out. You're just the way you want it to. Everything's going to fall into place. I do feel that, I don't know why you're even asking the question, because I feel that she wants the same thing you want. And that this will develop. It seems to be a little bit of secrecy right now, or maybe people aren't speaking their mind or what have you, or maybe you decided after you moved in you wanted this, but like as if you're roommates now, but this thing is going to progress, and that she's very interested just as you are. So that's what I'm getting. Make sense?
The secret? Yeah, she's kind of flip-flopped back with a boyfriend.
Oh.
And, I mean, we were inseparable. We're just hanging out, friends, and I kind of picked up on stuff from her, and even some of my friends have said, she's really flirty and so forth, and that's kind of how I took it. We're inseparable, but I'm just not willing to hang out, when we both know that the ex-boyfriend isn't, there's a reason for the ex.
Yeah.
And I just kind of said,
okay.
And I said, well, I can't hang out with you, so whatever.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that she's going to come back around in a few months when she figures it out, but
well, that's essentially
looking for that validation.
Well, that's you are being validated that she does like you. There is a sense of secrecy or pulling back, and that people not fully speaking their feelings. But I feel that she's eyeing you from a distance with delight and desire, and that eventually that will all come to pass. Okay.
Wonderful.
Thank
you so much for fitting me in.
Sure, love. You have a beautiful, blessed holiday, honey. God bless.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you so much for listening, if you are still listening. And if you want a session with me, just go to booklaura.com. That's B-O-O-K, Laura, L-A-U-R-A.com, and you will get 25% discount if you mention the radio show as the event code when you make your booking. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your calling today. Namaste.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.